Hey everybody, welcome back to Pam's Cutting Board. It's been a minute since we've done a video in it. So tonight, I've not been in from work very long, and Wayne suggested that we video supper tonight. And I stopped by the store and I was texting Wayne while I was in the store, asking him what he wanted to eat for supper. So we decided on chicken casserole. At least that's what I call it. So I'm going to bring you guys along, and we're going to make the chicken casserole together. I went out and got the last little bit of our tomatoes. We're going to fry them, and we're going to have a good meal. So stay tuned. So our house is just board and batten house, and we built it years ago because we wanted a little cabin look. And so I've decorated a little bit for fall. You can see Emily in the window. We've not completed the painting, but tomorrow I'm going to get some yellow mums. I buy yellow mums every fall for my porch. And then I'm going to put another yellow mum right there. I got me a new doormat today. But we've painted the door. I love the color of the door. We got a new doorknob. We're going to have to get someone to put that on. And we'll have to get somebody to help me paint up there. I've painted most of the house. I've still got the other side to do. I really don't know if I'll get it done this year. I may have to wait till next summer. But I'm going to have to get someone to do the gable ends. I don't think I can get up there. I might try it, but I'm afraid I'll fall. But we've been busy at work. So here it is. I think it's going to look nice once we get all of it painted. This is the side of the house. The front of the house I've not painted yet, so I'll wait and show you guys that. But this is the door that we always use. We use the side door and come in. Been cutting some trees. So that's what we've been doing. That's the reason we haven't done videos. By the time I work, and if I run any errands or anything, and I get home, and I make dinner, I'm just tired. But here's coming into the door that we always use. Now, I made this little sign. It says welcome. That was just some boards that I had. Now let's go in, and I'm going to do a few dishes, and we'll make supper. Back in the kitchen, Wayne's not feeling real good. I think allergies has him down a little bit, and he also pulled a muscle in his back, so he's not feeling real well. But I'm going to do these dishes and then we'll get started with supper, okay? Here's my fireplace. I've decorated already for fall. The little maple tree. Miss Cindy got me that, one of her subscribers last year. So yeah, I've been decorating for fall a little bit. Here's my dough bowl that Wayne got me for my birthday. I just filled it with some little fake or faux pumpkins and acorns and squashes. I haven't went overboard much this year, just done a little bit. Those are some pumpkins I made, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I made those. I just covered them in some paper, decoupaged it. Sticks I used from our yard. So there we go. And then I love this little corner. I usually keep this light on for a night light. I just threw a pumpkin and a little rooster in there, little squash. But this is the faux bread I made. I made this little cutting board out of some extra wood that when we built our pantry. I made that. This little milk jug back here. It actually was a Christmas milk jug, and I got it, like, I don't know, 90% off or something at the dollar store. And I rusted it up using a technique of cinnamon and decoupage. Made it look old. Okay, let's get started on our dinner. Got Wayne some strawberries. And if you missed the episode where I showed you what to do with the strawberries so they will last longer, just make sure they're good and dry. Put them in a jar. Put them in your fridge. They'll last a long time. Let me show you the tomatoes that I just collected. Let me turn you guys around. Look at those. Some of them are so small. But that's probably going to be the last of the tomatoes this year. So I didn't want them to ruin. So I went and collected them just a few minutes ago. I washed them. And I'm just going to, quarter them up and do our last fried green tomatoes for this year. For the chicken casserole, got my chicken. Got 2 chicken breasts. I've salted the water. Brought the water up over the chicken. And I'm going to turn it on high. And I'm going to boil that until it's done. I've got some butter in my skillet getting ready to melt for my fried corn. Then I've got me some, over here, I've got me some au gratin potatoes. The oven is preheating. I'm going to stick those in there in just a little bit. We're going to have a feast tonight. I've got some cornbread. Let me see where it's at. I've got some cornbread left over. So I don't have to bake any cornbread. So there you have it. I'll get the rest of it completed, and when I get ready to put the casserole together, I'll let you guys see how I do it. I have washed, cut up my tomatoes. During the summer, a lot of times this is how I would do my green tomatoes rather than slicing them. Now, if I'm going to put them in the freezer and put them away for winter, I do slice them. But if we're just going to eat them the night of, then a lot of times I do this. It's It's quicker and simpler. And that's what we're going to do tonight. I've got some in the freezer put away, sliced. But tonight, that's what we're going to have. And that'll be the last of the tomatoes we've eat. The season is over. It's going to get kind of chilly tonight. So they're not going to last much longer. I've showed you guys how I cut the corn off. I just slice it, and then I've got my butter over there. Once I get everything ready to fry the corn, I'll turn my skillet on. I'll turn my burner on and let the butter melt. And then I'll put the corn in with a little salt and pepper. Sometimes I put a little bit of sugar if it's not a sweet corn. And then I put a little garlic. That's all. And it's so simple, but it is so good. And you guys, I've done a video on fried green tomatoes, and I'll link that video below. So if you want to know exactly how they're done, you can watch that video. And because I won't take you through all of this, I want to focus tonight on the casserole, showing you how show you how I do that. So I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to cut this corn off the cob, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my chicken done. I'm going to take my mixer and just shred it up, and then I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, I got me a number 13 pan. I've sprayed it with a little non-stick cooking spray. Now for my chicken. See how good that mixer shreds it? And it don't take but a heartbeat to do it. Okay. We are going to a little bit of sour cream. How much? I don't know. I don't know. What'd you say? Half a cup. This is 2 large chicken breasts. Put me a can of cream of chicken soup. I've heard people call this chicken a la king. Heard other people call it chicken casserole. Can of cream of mushroom, or you could use cream of celery, whichever one that you prefer. It's getting late on me. I need to hurry get this dinner done so we can do dishes and get in bed. Okay, and a little salt and pepper, a little dehydrated onion, and some garlic powder. As you can see, I'm not measuring. Okay, I'm going to stir that up really, really good. Okay. Now, I'm going to put it in a baking dish. If you had a rotisserie style chicken, you could use that. I've used canned chicken. I don't like it with canned as good. Now, this is optional. I have a little bit of broccoli. It was in the freezer. I need to get rid of it. So I'm just going to spread that over the chicken mixture. Okay. Now, you'll need either stovetop stuffing or I have the generic stuffing mix, but whatever brand you like, and I'm going to make it according to the directions. And then I'm going to spread that on top, and then we're going to bake it. I had to find me a bowl. Let's see, how much water? 1.5 cups. And I'm going to use the chicken water that I boiled the chicken in. That's what I'm going to use. If you wanted to use stock, you could do that. Let that sit just a minute. Okay, here's my stuffing mix. I'm just going to layer that on top. I'd say if you wanted to add some sage, poultry seasoning, you could do that. Okay. We're going to let this bake at 350 until everything gets good and bubbly and hot. Then we'll be back with the rest of the food. Okay, guys. Here we have fried corn. That did not give off a lot of like milk. It's more like whole kernel, but it's good. Got my au gratin potatoes, and that's just from a box. I've just added a little extra cheese. A tip with these, if you have a lot of potato chips that is stale or is going to go stale before you can eat them, you can put those chips in here. Just add you a little extra milk or a little extra water and stretch your au gratin potatoes and save your chips from wasting. And then let me get you down here. Here's the fried green tomatoes. And there's the casserole. Let me get some out and let you look at it. Look at that. It's creamy, but the top is crunchy. You got your little bit of green in there, which is optional. You don't have to put that in there. But there you have it. I'm going to make a plate, take a picture of it for my thumbnail, holler at Wayne, and we're going to have supper. Guys, if you need prayer, put your prayer request in the comments. We'll put your name in the prayer book, and we'll be praying for you. We love you guys. I ask that you pray for my brother. He's in a nursing home. He's on dialysis 3 times a week. So he needs prayer. And pray for my sister's son. He needs prayer. He needs to be saved, and he needs God's touch upon his life. And pray for me and Wayne. And we inherited a little cat. And let me tell you a quick story, and then I'll let you guys go. Me and Wayne was taking a walk, and we'd had a guy over to cut some trees, and we was just looking at everything and see how it looked. And two little cats came at us from nowhere. They were so thin and skinny, and they were beautiful and so sweet. And the neighbor's dogs was trying to get to them. So I brought them home, put them on my porch, put a baby gate in the doorway so the dogs couldn't get in on the porch. And I fixed one of the little dog houses that I have and put them in it. And then the next day, they had got out, and one of the dogs had killed one of the kittens. It broke my heart. I have such a soft heart for animals, and it really did hurt me. It really hurt, broke my heart, and I know it hurt Wayne's heart too, because we've tried to rescue so many little animals, and we can't save them all, but we try to do what we can. So we're stuck with this one little cat, and I'll insert a picture of her, maybe a little video at the end of her playing. So we've had her about 2 or 3 days now, and I've been feeding her twice a day a little can of 9 Lives, and she's getting a little bit pudgy, and she is so sweet. She's a doll baby, and me and Wayne's falling in love, but we can't keep her. I wish we could, but our dogs, they would end up killing her too. So say a prayer that we can find her a forever home, and that she'll be safe, somebody that will love her and take good care of her. And so we've named her Blaze, because Wayne used to have a horse that was marked the same way that Blaze is, with a little white mark down her face. So that's what he wanted to name her. And so we're calling her Blaze. So say a prayer for Blaze that she will get a forever home. If not, pray that our dogs will accept her, which I don't know if I would ever have that trust factor if it went that way, but just pray for the best for Blaze. And we love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.